basic pole tuck. We're going to be doing this 5 times on each side. I'm going to step into my basic standing invert grip, pushing my chest forward and squeezing my shoulder blades together, lifting my chest. I'm going to bring both knees up towards my elbows. Looks like this. Front on. Get ready, we're gonna start counting now. I'm starting on my right side. Right hand low, left hand high. Chest up, chin open, and knee tucks for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switching sides. On my toes. I'm in my left side now, left hand low, right hand high. Looking up, chest is forward, shoulders are back and open. We're gonna tuck for 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Great job. We're gonna work our spin grip a little bit here. We're gonna do alternating spin grip step arounds. Looks like this. We're gonna start counting. Ready? With our right hand high, raising up on my toes, bringing my left arm across my chest, extending my left leg, looking forward, then towards the pole as I fall forward with my chest forward, open and step. Feet together, switching which hand is on top, pivoting so I'm beside my pole. Now I'm on my left side, left arm's high, right leg's out to the side. Facing forward, I'm gonna fall, step, together. Switch, right hand high, falling forward, step, together. Left hand high, extending my right leg, falling forward, step. Last one on my right, and step around, together. Last one on my left, and fall. We're gonna be working from the floor for this one. We are conditioning our split grip, so we're gonna be working on our push and pull. So from a kneeling position, my hips are over my knees, shoulders are over hips, so all my joints are stacked. I'm gonna bring one hand low. Remember, this bottom shoulder needs to be pushing down, and I'm thinking about putting pressure and weight into the heel of my hand, not my fingers. Using a gun grip, pointer finger to the floor, wrapping my thumb and 3 fingers. I'm gonna extend my other arm high, wrapping all my fingers and thumb. This is my split grip. I'm gonna push into that bottom arm, and I'm gonna pull with my top to do a small knee lift. And this is the exercise that we're gonna work on. We're gonna do 6 alternating. I'm gonna show you one more on the other side. So, pushing from my shoulder down into the heel of my bottom hand and pulling my shoulder down with my top arm. So, we're gonna start with our right hand high. We're gonna alternate in between each one for a count of 6. Right hand high, left hand low, and push, switch my grip, and push. Right hand high for 3, left high for 4, 5 with my right high, and switch, last one on the left. Good job. Starting on my right, fingers are beside my head, elbow is at the pole, and I'm gonna lean out to the side and up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Last one. 6. Switching sides. Left knee now. Keeping my hip forward, fingers up, elbows starting at the pole, and to the side for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more. Perfect. Starting with our spin, this is no hook Hollywood spin, looks like this. So this is a forward-facing spin. That means I'm going to maintain a side-on position with the pole, as opposed to a pole-facing spin where I would be facing the pole in the middle of my spin. I'm going to actually stay beside the pole for this whole spin. The setup is the same as what we've been used to so far. Basic spin grip position, extending my outside leg and falling forward off of my standing leg. As I fall forward, as I feel like I'm getting towards the front of my toes, I'm not going to be pivoting as much as I would for something like an example, fireman spin was. So I'm going to actually be rolling off those toes and pressing and bringing that knee forward before it gets trapped behind the pole. So what I like to think about here is as I feel pressure move to my big toe, I'm going to lift that knee right away. So on the right side, from my starting position, as I fall forward, I'm feeling that weight into my toe. I'm going to tuck and I'm going to bring my knee up. I'm going to be spinning in this shape. So my inside knee is forward, my outside leg is extended. If that outside leg comes forward, you're going to feel it because you're going to go a little bit faster in the middle of the spin, and if you feel like you're going really fast, then you'll know what happened. A trick that I like to use for this spin's shape is turning my nose a little bit out towards that foot. So if maybe that leg has a tendency to keep coming in front on me, if I have my nose out to the side, I'm going to be able to see those toes and see that they're still out there. If my nose starts going forward and that leg is in front, I'm going to see it. So I'm going to be able to self-correct a little bit faster. So one more time, let's go at this from behind. Extending my inside arm, outside arm is across my chest. Extending my outside leg, falling forward and tuck. Landing on my toes. Make sure you try this on both sides. I suggest about doing 3 on each side and then moving on to the next piece. Baby skater pose is our skill today. Let me show you what that looks like. So this is our first shin hold movement. We are doing a bit of a pull up here as well. My setup, I'm going to be bringing one shin up to the pole. I'm bringing my knee at or above my hip height. And then I'm going to bring my shin, so from the bottom of my kneecap on the inside of my shin, and that's going to run right down the front of my foot, so the front of my shin to the outside of my foot. Like so. You want to make sure that when you put that leg up, okay, that I can still run my fingers down the front of the pole. If my knee's too far forward, I'm not going to be able to get up. I'm not going to have a successful push here. So this is why we want to make sure that that is back in line with the pole. Equally, if my knee is below my hip height, When I go to push, all that energy from my hip is gonna go down and push my leg off the pole instead of helping me get up. So as I set that leg position, I know my knee is good. When I push, I feel like if I have my hands high, I can lift that bottom foot up off of the floor. So that push that's coming from my hip, that's keeping my leg up for me. I'm pointing my bottom foot, those toes down. I'm gonna bring my same hand high as my mounting leg. So right now my mounting leg is my right, so my right hand is high. From here, I'm gonna pull up, thinking about bringing my chest up towards the pole, and I'm bringing my shoulder blades down and back. So I'm kind of rounding those shoulders behind me as I lift my standing leg with my heel towards my bum. And that gives you your baby skater pose. Make sure to try both sides about 3 times each. Here's our flow for today. So this flow is starting with our spin. We're gonna hold our no hook Hollywood spin to the floor, landing in a side lunge. Once I make contact with the floor, I'm gonna release both hands and bring them both down in front of me under my shoulders. I'm gonna press up into an A-frame. So I'm pressing up to my toes, legs are straight, and I'm gonna switch that lunge. So I'm gonna actually drop my left knee, then sit up on the other side. So from another angle, I've landed the spin, both hands come down in front. I'm gonna press up into an A-frame. I'm gonna go down on the other side, so I'm in the opposite side lunge. From here, I'm gonna squat rise. So my straight leg is gonna come and slide in so that I can bring my weight onto it. So I'm essentially sitting on my heel and I'm on the ball of my foot. I'm gonna slide my knee that I was on for my lunge up into a little squat, and then I'm gonna rise from here. Once I stand, we're gonna take 4 walks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna set for step around, extending my outside leg. I'm gonna step and stand. My standing leg is gonna come between me and the pole as I stand up. I'm gonna release my hand from the pole, bringing my back to the pole. I'm gonna use my outside hand as a support to do a forward fold circle. Right hand comes to the pole. I'm gonna pivot on my right foot to face the pole, bringing my feet together, and then end in my baby skater pose. Let's go back to finishing the step around. So, let's walk through that from the step around. So as I come up, I fall forward, I step, my free leg, which is my inside leg, is gonna come between me and the pole, and I'm gonna step in front so my back is to the pole. I'm gonna release my top hand and grab with my free hand behind my hips so that I can fold forward in the circle, release, re-grab with my right, press myself onto my toes, and then pivot to face the pole and come up into my baby skater pose to finish off the flow. Let's put that all together slowly. Then as you get more comfortable with pieces, you can start to make that faster. So let's start on our left this time. So So I'm gonna come up on my toes, extending my left hand. Right arm comes across my chest. This is our no hook Hollywood spin. We're gonna take this all the way to the floor. Falling forward, holding, and down. Releasing my hands, they're gonna come down in front. I'm gonna press up into the A-frame, coming down onto my other knee. Now I'm in a side lunge on the other side. Sliding in my straight leg so I can sit forward onto that ankle. Sliding in my other leg to a squat to stand. Lifting my left arm high, I'm gonna take 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna set on my left for a step around, stepping on my right foot, lifting my left, bringing my left between me and the pole, turning my back to the pole. My free hand is now gonna come behind my back so I can fold and circle, bringing my left hand back to the pole, pivoting to face the pole, feet together, planting my left hand high in a baseball grip to bring my left shin up to the pole, pulling up for baby skater pose. Let's do the right. A little faster this time. Here we go. No hook Hollywood spin. Hands down. A-frame. Switch. Squat. Stand. Right hand high. 4 steps. 2, 3, 4. Set for step around on the right. Step on my left foot. Thread my right foot through. Back to pole. Left hand comes to support. Forward circle. Right hand to pole. Pivot to face my pole. Right shin, right hand is high, pulling up for baby skater pose. Great job today.